Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin, and on this channel we review fragrances. I have been gone for 9 days on a fragrance world tour, it seems like. I was in the south of France in Cannes for a show called TFWA, which is like the tax-free, duty-free exhibition, one of the largest shows for the niche fragrance market. And I brought back a lot of goodies that I am very excited to share with you all. So this is going to be my Cannes fragrance haul. I want to always bring you guys the best of the best fragrances, the latest releases, the new and exciting scents, the technology, the innovation, the look, the feel, the smell, and I want to give you guys the best recommendations. So that's why I go to shows like this. And this one, let me tell you guys, was a good one. It was a good one. We went through some things at the start of my trip, but we made it back with a lot of beautiful fragrances. So this one is gonna be quite a long video. I have around 10 to 12 fragrances that I brought back from my trip. I also wanna thank the brands that sent me home with goodies and gifts. Thank you all so much. This has been incredible. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna go through kind of like my full bottles first. Then I have a lot of discovery sets, sample sizes of some unreleased stuff that I will talk about a little bit, but obviously can't disclose them fully. So we will start with the full bottles, and some of these full bottles are new and some of them are not new. Some of them were released earlier this year during Essence, and some of them have been around for quite some time. But it might have been my first time meeting the brand in person, so they gifted me whatever they wanted to gift, which I was very grateful for. So, trying to figure out where I should start. There are so many. They're all already unboxed because I unboxed them on one of my TikTok lives that I did yesterday. So I have two of like the packaging that two of the fragrances came in because they're just beautiful, and the rest are open. So I think I'll start with the ones that came in boxes. Try to close this before I show you. So the first one is from Xerjoff, and I had the pleasure of attending a preview and an after party with Sergio Momo and the Xerjoff team on the beach in Cannes, which was absolutely beautiful. If you guys follow me on TikTok and Instagram, you'll probably see I posted a lot on my stories on Instagram, and I might have my vlog up on my TikTok page, so you can go check that out there. But this was the best event, the best party I went to when I was in Cannes, and I went to about probably 4 parties a night for 3 nights in a row, 3 or 4 nights in a row. So there was a lot to do, a lot to see, but this event was truly just so well done. So the preview was Sergio talking about the new releases and having us smell them throughout his presentation, walking us through the inspiration behind each one of them. And then the after party was just like a party, you know, they serve food, drinks, great people, great vibes, great music, great content. Of course, the photo ops were incredible. So this was one of the fragrances he talked about during the preview, and this box is just gorgeous. So it's a blue, like a cobalt blue box with pink detailing, pink stitching. So this fragrance we have here is called Louis XV Rosé. So they have a Louis XV, and just look at this pink stitching on the inside. Their boxes are truly some of the best, and this is like cloth blanket, it's not paper. They have some of the best packaging in the market. So Louis XV Rosé, they have an existing fragrance called Louis XV, which I think this entire Louis XV line is inspired by champagne, or it's in collaboration with a champagne company, but this one is the rosé version. And this, you guys, was one of my favorites at the preview. If you like a champagne fragrance, you will love this. There's pear, black currant, You have some beautiful soft white florals, you have that champagne, a little bit of musk, and a tad woodiness in the base. This is just absolutely gorgeous, super feminine, light, effervescent, very airy, very pleasant, easy to wear, but still an outstanding fragrance. And the bottle is just absolutely gorgeous. They had a couple other releases. One of them was part of their sketchbook line called P13. It's actually still in the works, and I think they will be releasing by the end of this year. I'm gonna try to get my hands on a bottle. Beautiful, really deep, spicy, bubblegummy tuberose fragrance. And then they have another one called Tempio d'Acqua. I think that's what the name was. Beautiful. That one's part of their Casamarati line. Gradient rainbow bottle. Fruity, woody, floral scent. Absolutely intoxicating, gorgeous. But this one was just a showstopper. I love this so much, and I felt so grateful to come home with this unreleased fragrance. I'm trying to remember when this one will be on the market in the United States. I can't remember off the top of my head, so I'll have to maybe look at that and let you guys know. But this was one of my favorites that I took home from my trip. And she's gonna stay in the box for a while because this is just so special. Next fragrance is from a brand that I have actually never smelled anything from. So when I was in Cannes, I wanted to visit a lot of brands that I either didn't know or wanted to continue to build on the partnership. So it was kind of a mix of both things, and it was hard to find time to meet with all of the brands because you're super busy. But Alexandre J was a brand that I always admired, and I never got my nose on any of their fragrances. So they kindly wanted to set up a meeting with me, and it was great. They walked me through the entire line, and I loved literally every single scent from the brand, which is why I wanted to meet with them, because I knew I would, and I want to talk about them more on my channel. So they kindly sent me home with a bottle of Oriental Enigma, which was my favorite from the bunch. And their boxes are also, it comes with a shining cloth that has their name on it, which is just insane. So this is Oriental Enigma, and this, you guys, oh my gosh, these bottles, I mean, I always would see them and was like, I need one of those in my collection. Such a gorgeous, soft, spicy tonka bean and vanilla fragrance. Also have a magnetic cap. Oh, you guys, and it's quite lactonic as well. Perfect for fall, just gorgeous. I mean, this one, Oriental Enigma, Butterfly, and something Peacock are their like top 3 best sellers, I think, in the United States. But I wanted to get this one because I don't see a lot of people talk about Oriental Enigma, and this is just gorgeous. Also, the amount of times that I smelled a tonka bean in Cannes was quite often. So I feel like tonka bean is a pretty popular note that we're seeing in fragrance right now. Same thing with vanilla caviar. And I know tonka bean's been used for a long time, but I feel like now tonka bean is becoming more of the star of the show of the fragrance, and it's accompanied by a lot of these milky notes as well. So we're seeing a lot of lactonic vanilla tonka bean fragrances, which I love. I'm wearing a milky lactonic fragrance today, and I'm just obsessed with the way I smell. I have on Milk Orchid from Commodity, and I layered it with a new one from Coraterno called Ultra Love, which I'll talk about here in a little bit. Beautiful combination, but this one is definitely tonka bean. I'm trying to find a place where I can spray it. Tonka bean forward, spicy, warm, vanilla. It's just super gorgeous. There's a little bit of a fruitiness, like maybe a dried fruit touch, but I love this so much, and I really, really enjoyed meeting the brand. So you guys will see me talk about them more often. And if you haven't checked anything out from the brand Alexandre J, please do. I think they told me that they're launching in Neiman Marcus, launching their new collection. They have a whole new collection, like 6 or 8 fragrances, and they're launching that in Neiman Marcus soon. So I'm gonna try to work with them on that, and hopefully have some more fragrances from them to talk about for you guys. So really, really like that. Next one we have here, I was able to meet with Sospiro. I only have one fragrance from the brand. I have Dolce Melodia, and I loved everything from the brand. The owner walked me through the entire line of fragrances, all of their lines, and I loved all of them. And the one that they kindly sent me home with was a bottle of Vibrato. And I was so excited to come home with this because I should have this by now in my collection, and I was shocked that I don't. I was going to purchase it actually, and then it started getting cooler outside, and I was like, you know, maybe I'll wait till next year. But this is just the best fresh citrus fragrance with incredible performance. If you want a fresh citrus fragrance to do it all, signature scent worthy, one you just do not have to worry about, and is a standout like compliment magnet, this is the one you need to get. It does not need any introduction. Everyone knows and loves this fragrance. Demi talks about it a lot, and for a good reason. This is just incredible. I also really liked Pistachio, which I feel like is quite underrated. To me, it was like a minty pistachio, which I appreciated because it was pistachio done in a different way. I also like Contralto, I think, was another one that I really, really liked. And Il Padrino was also fantastic. That was their latest release. The one they were releasing or debuting at the show is called Vibrana, and it's a beautiful baby pink bottle. It's more of a powdery aldehydic white floral fragrance, which I really, really loved. So I'm gonna try to get a bottle of that and let you guys know if it's worth it or not, but I really liked it. I really like this brand a lot, Sospiro. So if you guys haven't tried anything from them before, please do so. Love, love, love this fragrance. Next fragrance we have is a new release. This is from a brand that is becoming a little bit more popular. This is called Rose Blaze from Dorsay. Now, I've smelled Sur te Lève from them and Tonka Hysteria. I forgot this had a magnetic cap. And they're both phenomenal. I was able to attend a party where they were debuting this one and another new one called Holy Berry. This one was my favorite. So if you can't tell, this is a spicy rose fragrance with a little bit of vanilla, maybe some tonka bean, some spices, some woody notes in the base. Really, really unique. If you like that femme fatale rose fragrance, you will absolutely love this. Very intoxicating, very strong. The Holy Berry one was also fantastic, but I liked this one a lot more. This one will release on October 9th. So I think by the time you guys are seeing this video, it will be available for purchase. And this is a brand I think deserves more hype, and they're really, really, really fantastic. So I'm excited to discover more from them, and this is just a really new, fantastic release, and I love it. I will be rocking this in the fall and winter for sure. Okay, next brand we have is also more unknown. I don't see nearly anyone talk about them rather than like a few of my mutuals on TikTok. And I actually discovered them at Essence in February this year, and I really liked every single fragrance. So I was really happy to go back and see them this year. And the fragrance they gifted me was called Antarus, and this is from the brand called In Astra. So they're kind of like based on astrology. That's their inspiration. And this fragrance, if you guys know me and you know my taste, I love a tuberose fragrance, and that's exactly what this is. I am always looking for the newest and the best and the most unique tuberose fragrance, and this is so gorgeous, you guys. This is a creamy white tuberose that leans slightly bubblegummy. It's not overly bubblegummy like Velvet Vanilla from Mancera, but it's just almost there. It is absolutely stunning. One of my favorite tuberose fragrances, I will say. It is just gorgeous. If you love a tuberose fragrance, please do yourself a favor and get your nose on this. It really is incredible. They also have some, I love every single fragrance from their line. It's quite a small line, less than 10. Wega is beautiful. If you like Delina exclusive, you will love it. What's that other one called? Ooh, there's another one that I really, really liked, but this one was my absolute favorite. Beautiful composition, really, really good, high quality raw materials that they use. The performance is great. These are quite strong, so you really are getting your money's worth for these fragrances. I believe they're only available online, but if you guys have not checked out this brand before, have not heard of them, please check them out. I would say they do florals very well, like a very powerful floral, if that's your type of scent. A unique, powerful floral, please, in Astra. I really, really enjoy this brand, and I'm excited to see what else they come out with soon. So yes, that's Antarus. Okay, next brand I stopped by was Kajal, and this is a brand that I've only smelled at Essence, and I really liked their fragrances. I knew they were kind of more of a fruity, like an exotic fruit type of fragrance brand, which is really, really cool, super unique, and I didn't have any of their fragrances. I smelled Ruby, I think it's called, at Essence, and I loved it. It's like a cherry ice cream scent. And this is their newest one called Topaz. So this is available for purchase right now if you guys would like to buy it. This is one of the best fruity, citrusy, vanilla fragrances I've smelled. It really is gorgeous. It smells like the color of the bottle. If you like a mandarin orange scent with a little bit of sweetness in the base, some woodiness, and a little bit of an exotic twist, you will absolutely love this. I find that Kajal fragrances are compliment magnets because they're mass appealing, yet they're unique at the same time. And this is just stunning. I love this so much. You can also layer this with a lot of things as well, and it will just do even better than on its own, but you really don't need to layer it. I also really like the story behind Kajal. So they take inspiration from the Middle East, like poems, history, design. That's where a lot of their designs come from on their bottles. But they're a French brand, so they take that Middle Eastern inspiration, history, culture, and they use it for their bottles and their presentation, which I think is super cool. So I really, really, really enjoy this brand. The cap is just stunning, and the bottle. I'm trying to remember what she told me was this. I think it's a poem, or no, like this. I'm sorry. It's the phases of the moon. So each side is different, and it's each phase of the moon, which I thought was super cool. And that's what I love about niche brands, you know? It's not just a nice scent, it's not just a beautiful scent, there's a story behind it. So I really like this. If you guys, again, like a strong exotic citrus scent with some sweetness, please check out Topaz. They also kindly gifted me a treasure box, which I believe is a discovery set with all of their fragrances. Look how cool this is. Massive box. And this is available for purchase, and it comes like it's a star. I haven't unboxed this yet, but I just thought that was super special. So if you want to discover the brand and you want to try, I think this is everything. Oh no, sorry. So the treasure box has Kajal EDP, which I loved, Juri, Dahab, Warde, Lamar, Yasmina, Jihan, and Almaz, which all of them are fantastic. Check out this treasure box. Really, really love the brand. Very impressed by their fragrances. And they're, I think, becoming more popular from what I've seen so far. Next brand I visited was Ella K, and they have 2 new releases. I don't have them, unfortunately. They were going to gift us like little mods or travel sizes, and then they had to take them back because they didn't have enough for their distributors, which I was like heartbroken because I think the one that I tried was my favorite discovery of the trip. But they did kindly send me home with a bottle of Amber K, which released earlier this year at Essence in February. And this is just the most beautiful amber scent. Grand Soir is one of my favorite amber scents, but this is pretty close to that. It's a little bit deeper and it's a little bit more resinous. It's just stunning. So the 2 that they have coming out, one will be released in April of next year, and then the other one will be September of next year. So the one that I loved was, again, very tonka bean heavy. Now the name doesn't say tonka bean, but on my skin, it pulled so beautifully warm and heavy with this creamy tonka bean and saffron. You guys, it was mesmerizing. I was getting whiffs of it throughout the day because I sprayed it on my wrist, and I was trying to savor that for as long as I could. The other one is another kind of like resinous fragrance that focuses on myrrh. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm telling you, if you guys have never tried Elake before, please do so. The perfumer and the owner of the brand, Sonia Constant, I think is her last name. She has worked for like hundreds, I don't know if it's hundreds, a lot of big brands, designer, niche. She also is a perfumer with Givaudan. She is fantastic, you guys. And the story behind each scent is really just something super cool, and it transports you to that world. So another brand that I'm glad I discovered that is becoming one of my new favorites. And it's just so sophisticated, so classy, with such beautiful and elegant scents behind each one. Magnificent. This is gonna be one of my new amber scents for sure, for sure. So please check out Elake if you guys haven't before. Another amber fragrance that I came home with was from Gritti. So I did see them. I had a meeting with them and I went to one of their parties, which was fantastic. So they have quite a few new releases, but I'm going to talk about this one first. So this one is called Muscaria. And this was actually Luca Gritti's, the founder, his signature scent for a long time that he did not tell anyone about. And this debuted at Exance this year, and I did not like it. I thought it was too masculine, too spicy, but the dry down, you guys, oh my God, I am completely hooked now. It is one of my new favorite scents from Gritti. It is this beautiful, warm, deep, resinous, spicy amber scent with a hint of vanilla. It is just incredible. Unisex, you could wear this if you're a man or a woman, like whoever wants to wear this, you can wear this. You will pull compliments. It is gorgeous. I literally cannot get enough of it. Perfect for fall and winter as well. And I also love to layer it with the new Vanilla Tana, which they were going to gift us with a bottle, but they ran out. So I have a lot of travel sizes that they gave us, thank God, because I love Vanilla Tana. I'm calling it the vanilla of the year. It is beautiful. It has vanilla caviar in it as well. So if you guys like vanilla, you need that one. So that's Muscaria. And the 3 new releases they have are called, so the first one is Chantilly Extrait, which Chantilly already exists. This is just my travel size, the Extrait. So Chantilly is a beautiful powdered sugar, whipped cream, melon, fruit, vanilla scent. Very girly, very playful, very bubbly, but very addictive. I died and went to heaven when I smelled the Extrait. It is stronger, it is denser, sweeter. Oh my God. It is gorgeous. If you like a strong, fruity vanilla scent, you will absolutely love it. But Gritti does those types of fragrances, but they do them on another level. It was divine. So Chantilly Extrait. Then they also have another one called Yasuni Amber. This is, again, a very amber forward fragrance, but I would say that this is a little bit more on the, not bitter, spicier side, a little bit fruity as well, like some citruses, really, really nice scent. If you like an amber fragrance, you will love it. Muscaria is my favorite out of the 2, but that one is really, really nice. And then my other favorite is called Violet Venom. This, wow, you guys, wow, 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 wow. This is Osmanthus, a beautiful, heavy Osmanthus peach vanilla scent. It is just, I need a full bottle of this when it comes out. This bottle will be purple, the Yasuni Amber one will be orange, and the Violet Venom box is purple snakeskin. if that's your thing, but this is intoxicating. This intoxicating, very sensual, like osmanthus. If you like osmanthus, you need this. It is just divine. I can't remember when they're releasing. I'm so sorry. I think soon. They also have another brand called Schwa, which they don't do a lot of marketing around. Trying to remember. I think this one does really well in the Middle East. Was it this brand? But they have a fragrance called Bonbon, which is really nice. Like again, kind of like a fruity, sweet vanilla. Vanilla Mystere is also really, really fantastic. So those are already on the market. They're gonna start doing more marketing towards them. But yeah, if you guys like Gritti and you wanna discover more from them, check out Schwa, Choix. Really, really nice stuff. Okay, let's see. Next, we have Floriku. This is not a new fragrance, however, it is new packaging. So they now have 30 mLs in 3 of their fragrances, And Your Lips, One Umbrella for Two, and Sand and Skin. So they kindly gifted me a little bottle of And Your Lips. I love every single fragrance from the brand. So I was able to smell everything from their line, and I would wear every single one. One of my new favorite brands, I would say. And Your Lips is this beautiful rose lipstick, powdery, slightly spicy fragrance. It's just divine. It's addictive. It's alluring, very feminine, kind of like a little bit femme fatale. And these little bottles are just the cutest, perfect to travel with. They did let us smell the new release. I can't tell you what the name is, but I can tell you that it has hibiscus and melon in it. And you guys, it is gorgeous. If you like a fruity floral, it's perfect. And I think it will release sometime around the spring next year, like right before summer. So it's perfect because it's really punchy. It's super sweet, syrupy, but also light and fruity from that melon at the same time. I saw a lot of hibiscus in can as well. I think that's going to be a popular note, but this new one is really something special. I think it's going to do so well. It's like such a mass appealing DNA, and it's going to work on everyone. It's great. So if you guys like Floriku, be on the lookout for that. They didn't have the cap designed yet, so they couldn't show it to us, but they did let us smell and see the bottle. But I can't tell you guys the name right now, but it really is great. I love this brand so much. Like the detail, the artwork, they're super unique, and I love all of their fragrances. Next brand I went to visit was Reinvented. So this brand is pretty niche, I would say. I have one fragrance from them, Sacred Bond, which is, I think they told me it's their most popular. Again, very underrated, not very popular brand. So I was able to smell every single fragrance from their line. I really wanted to get my nose on Lucid Dream, which I loved. Really nice plum and oud scent. I think with a little bit of raspberry maybe, if I remember correctly. But my favorite was Pheromones. This is very hard to describe. It's spicy, musky, slightly aromatic, a little floral, but has this addictive skin-like pheromone type quality to it, which is why I chose it, because it really is super unique, very intriguing, and it just grabs people's attention. And I do not see this one talked about a lot at all. Sacred Bond, Lucid Dream, Illusions, which I think they're also sending me. And their two new ones are Enigmatic Aura, which they let me smell, limited edition, very earthy. Was way too earthy for me, and it was quite strong. And then the other one, Ode to Psyche, which I also really liked, very spicy, minerally, woody scent. I really liked that one as well because it was super unique. But if you're looking for a niche brand that not a lot of people talk about, very unique scents, please check out Reinvented. Their whole concept behind the brand is you create your own universe. So it's very ethereal, very otherworldly, very interesting, intriguing type of vibe, which I think is super, super cool. And this fragrance, you guys, unisex, could work on anyone. If you're looking for something super unique, like something that's gonna be like, what are they wearing? Try this one, it's fantastic. Sacred Bond is also really good. It smells like gummy bears. An Illusion is like a cotton candy, musky scent, which is really nice. But Pheromones is fantastic. Okay, next brand I went to visit, I have to be very careful with this, was Commodity. And they do have a new scent. They gifted me 3 of the travel sizes in personal, expressive, and bold. I can't show you the name of this yet. It's coming out in December, but this smells like the best mango mojito. It's cool, it's fruity, it's minty, and it has this like quality to it that's super unique. It's super different from anything that Commodity has done before, which I love. I love the brand so much. Like I told you guys earlier, I'm wearing Milk Orchid today. Juice was a fantastic release. This is on the fruity side. So in the same, like, I guess, scent category as Juice, but different. This is so different, super unique. I haven't seen anything like this done before in the fragrance industry yet. It's super innovative and it smells fantastic. One of the girls that I saw at the Xerjoff party was wearing the bold version, which was my favorite because it's a little bit more masculine leaning. And I was like, oh my God, you smell fantastic. What is that? And she was like, it's the new one. And I said, yep, that's gonna do well. This, I don't know if I said this already, comes out in December, which was part of the whole marketing behind this fragrance and what it smells like. You guys are really gonna like this. It's really fantastic. I cannot wait to share more. So yeah, Commodity has some big things coming out and I really, really liked that one. That was like the first meeting of my trip, so it was a really good start. All right, next fragrance we have is a new release. This is from Room 1015. This is called Electric Wood. You guys, they had a party for this. It was so cool. I almost didn't go because I was super tired that night. But it was at a speakeasy and they had people playing like the electric guitar, like air guitar on a piano. It was like rock and roll, punk. The vibes were vibing. It was just great. And this scent is fantastic. This is a buttery, orris, woody, vanilla scent with a little bit of an animalic twist to my nose. There's no animalic notes in here. There's also myrrh, so it's a little bit resinous. This takes vanilla to another level. Like, it's really unique, very eccentric, very different, but super wearable. If you're looking for, like, so many of these brands are doing vanillas in a very unique way, which I'm really appreciating. And this one is such a standout fragrance that I smelled. I was like, wow, that's really, really good. It just has this buttery quality from the orris, this beautiful, dense, sweet, syrupy vanilla, some woodiness, a little bit of spice as well. This might be my favorite scent from the brand. I'm not even kidding. And they gifted us with a full bottle after the party. So our goodie bag had this in there, which was amazing because sometimes you don't get that. The Xerjoff one, yes, they gave us a full bottle, but this is really something special. I don't know if this is already out. I think it is. It might already be out. If not, it'll come out soon. But if you guys are looking for like that, oh, this also has a little bit of caramel in it, I think, as well, because it has that syrupy quality. This is fantastic, you guys. I'm gonna wear this tomorrow. I'm so excited to wear this. Fall and winter, it's gonna layer well with so many things. So if you want a unique, sweet scent, you definitely need to check out Electric Wood. Okay, next brand I visited was the House of Oud. So under the House of Oud, or under their umbrella, so you have the House of Oud or Toe, New Notes, and Moresque. So I visited all 3 because they were all in the same apartment. And let me tell you, the House of Oud, this brand right here, has some very exciting fragrances. 3 coming 2026, I think. I was able to take videos, but I cannot post anything and I cannot talk about them. One of them, though, I will tell you, is a minty milk scent. Oh my gosh, you guys. I know that might not sound good, but I loved it. The other one is like a peach type of jammy scent. And then the last one was this beautiful, sparkling, salty vanilla and ambergris and like sandalwood. You guys, I think they had maybe so many brands I loved, the new discoveries, but they really, really stuck in my mind. So I'm definitely gonna have full reviews whenever those release. So good, you guys. And the new one that debuted this year called Do et Nuit, I think they gave me some samples of it. I think they're gonna try to send me a full bottle as well. Beautiful. This is what it looks like. So it has this marmalade and salted butter accord, but this was, okay, so you have mandarin, apricot marmalade, ylang ylang, peach salted butter, more ylang ylang, osmanthus, vanilla, benzoin, amber, musk. It was beautiful. I was like, oh, please give me a full bottle. But luckily they gave me some samples. Gorgeous. So if you like that peachy, jammy, apricot, osmanthus, sweet fragrance, you will absolutely love that. The salted butter in there, it really, like, you cannot tell that it's salted butter. It just adds this like slightly salty quality and a little bit of a creaminess. Beautiful. I think the House of Oud is really a slept on brand. I know they have some popular fragrances like Bon Bon Pop and a couple other ones, but you guys, the entire brand is fantastic. So I also smelled the new releases from Moresque. Really, really good brand as well, very slept on. And they sent me home with a bottle of Muskberry, which debuted earlier this year at Xerjoff. Beautiful berry, sweet, floral, fruity scent, perfect for spring and summer. So I'm probably gonna wait to wear this or wear it when it's warm, but this is just gorgeous. Look at this bottle. So I'm glad I have this in my collection because I really wanted it at Xerjoff when I saw it. Fantastic brand. You guys will hear me talk about them more often on my channel. New Notes had some cool things as well. I'm trying to remember if they had any new releases or not. I can't remember. But yes, I really love all of these brands. House of Oud, Moresque, and New Notes. They're fantastic. And then the last full bottle I have is from a brand called Sasva or Sasva. This is an Indian niche house or Indian niche brand. And we kind of like stumbled upon them. We weren't supposed to have a meeting with them, but we were in the same apartment building as another meeting that we couldn't find. And the founder was standing outside and he invited us in and they quickly took us through their entire line. And you guys, I loved every single fragrance. Fantastic. I have sampled them through Scent Split before. I smelled Fruit du Paradis, which is a beautiful fruity cocktail with a little bit of a woody base. They gifted me with this one called Forbidden Words. Now this, you guys, is something special. Smoky, spicy, amber, and vanilla scent. Perfect for fall and winter. I'm loving resins right now with vanilla and spice, and this is perfect for it. I mean, truly intoxicating. If you like a spicy fragrance, please check this out. But every single fragrance in their line is stunning. I think they have less than 10. You can find them on Scent Split. I'm going to stay in touch with the brand because I really, really like them so far. Their packaging is great. I threw away the box already. But the detail, they use like Indian artwork. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful. And I think they deserve a lot more hype because they really are fantastic fragrances. So if you guys are looking for something more unique, more interesting, definitely check out Sasva. Fantastic. Really, really good find. And that's exactly why I go to these shows, because I want to discover new brands like that to bring to you guys. I'm going to go through a little bit of some samples that I got that were pretty cool and new. So I went to, I had a meeting with one of my retailers at the Montale boutique in Cannes, and we got to meet the founder's daughter, Amélie Montale, who is the creative director behind Montale. And if you guys know me, I just reorganized my library. I love Montale. Like, I have loved them ever since I started collecting fragrances 4 years ago. Niche fragrances, they have been one of my favorite brands for basically forever. And I have like 10 of their fragrances and I keep adding more. And these new releases are super good, you guys. I just love Montal. I love them. So Montal and Mancera are both owned by the Montal family. They're just sister brands. So the first one they have coming out, which will be available in February in the US market, you've probably already seen it somewhere, is called Be My Plum. They sent us home with a little travel size. So you might think this smells heavily of plum, but it's actually a very soft, powdery ylang-ylang with a hint of plum. It's super beautiful. If you guys like a slightly powdery yellow white floral with some sweetness and a little bit of fruitiness, you will love this. It was one of my favorites. And it's part of their like pastel line. So the bottle is just like pastel purple, and then they also have Oud Separat, which is the pineapple and oud one. It's like a smoked pineapple. Didn't do very well on my skin, but Be My Plum is really, I love it. I need a full bottle, and I think my retailer is gonna send it to me, or the distributor I work with, whenever it's released in February. Then they also have another one called Intense Starry Nights, which I don't have with me, but they did give us a travel size. Love it. So they already have Starry Nights. This one is the intense version. It's a beautiful, zesty, woody, really deep woody scent. Gorgeous. I wore it the other night and got some compliments on it. So I'm definitely gonna need a full bottle of that one. And then Mancera has 2 new releases. One, which I think is going to blow up, is this one right here. And I smelled it and I said, yep. And we're back on the Tonka bean theme, because this one is called Ombre Tonka. Trying to remember when this one is going to come out. I think, yes, also February, you guys. Tonka bean and cinnamon. It is stunning. I wish it would release in the fall, like right now, because it would be perfect. But if you like a Tonka bean scent and you like Mancera, I love both brands, you will need to get yourself a bottle of this. It is gorgeous. I mean, just, I don't need to say anything else. And then they also have Intense French Riviera, which, sorry, so my building is having pressure washing done, finally, and the guy is like right outside my window. So they already have French Riviera out, which is a super popular one, but the intense version, you guys, she was spraying it and I was like, oh, I know this is kind of like more popular for men, but I would wear this. Salty sand, like marine notes, some citruses. It is gorgeous. And the strength, of course, with the intense version, you can't go wrong. Really, really, really nice. So if you like the original French Riviera, you will love the intense. I like the intense more, and will probably be adding a full bottle to my collection because that's a standout fragrance, especially for spring and summer. So yeah, I think the highlights of my trip for sure were definitely the visit with Montal at the boutique. The boutique is beautiful. I smelled every single fragrance that they had. Meeting Amelie was just incredible, and the team, the distributor that I work with, and some of my other fellow fragrance influencers was just amazing because they're a brand that I've known and loved ever since I started my journey. And then the Xerjoff event was just incredible. So really, really fantastic trip. But I will say at the start, my luggage got stolen on the train, which was quite unfortunate. So I didn't have any clothes, makeup, or toiletries, so I had to do a bunch of shopping the next day. But the amount of fragrances I came home with, beautiful, unforgettable fragrances, the experience, the business partners, the contacts I made, the networking I did was just, I could not have asked for a better trip. So I am super, super, super grateful to have the chance to do that. And it was amazing. And I told myself, I said, I don't know if I can do this next year because it was very difficult, not gonna lie, but I'm gonna do it again next year because I wanna bring you guys the best of the best. So the rest of the stuff I have here is just like some discovery sets, some samples. Mind Games also has 2 new releases. One is called Check Please, which I smelled at their party. You guys, beautiful, nutty gourmand. Oh, can't remember the notes in there. Let me see if it's on one of these. No, it's not. These are just their existing fragrances. They have Check Please, and then they have The black one, I can't remember, but Check Please was fantastic. That's already out, I think, on the market. Love it. Like what they're doing, what Mind Games is doing is fantastic. I love everything that they're doing right now. But oh, the other one I wanted to mention too was this one called Ultra Love from Coeterno. I'm gonna try to get a bottle of this as well. If you like a lactonic milky scent, this is just magnificent. You have coffee, milk, hazelnut, praline, strawberry, vanilla, jasmine, lily, sugar, tonka, tree moss, white musk, honey, ambergris, and sandalwood. It's beautiful. One of my favorite discoveries of the show. And I came home with some samples, luckily. So that's fantastic. You can also purchase that one now. Okay, guys, I think that wraps up my haul. Lord have mercy, that was a lot. I had to buy extra luggage for this, but I'm so grateful for everything I came home with. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a long one. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it, a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. I would love to have you as part of the family. As a reminder, I post twice a week, Thursdays and Sundays, and also on TikTok and Instagram, so you guys can find me there, follow me if you would like. I post a lot on my Instagram stories, so you guys can kind of see what I'm doing throughout the day and stuff like that. So thank you again so much for watching. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.